I'm going to go to the VCAs, and I'm going to automate a section here that is for the outside of the song. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to solo the kick for the last section here, but I'm going to not solo the kick actually. I'm going to mute, or rather pull the faders down for all the channels leading to the drum bus except for the kick. So if you see here, I have a drum VCA, a bass VCA, a drum and bass VCA, a rhythm VCA, and then I have this VCA here called kick solo. I've already automated it to drop, and let me show you how I could copy this particular automation drop and experiment with it on different VCAs to see how it sounds. Now, I'm just going to highlight those 4 automation points, Command and C. I'm going to move my playhead right to where I want to place it here on the fader track of the drums VCA. I'm going to highlight the fader track. I'm going to press Command V. If I didn't highlight this track, it wouldn't print to this track. So you have to highlight the track you're trying to print to. Now, to give you an idea of, just so you understand what I'm talking about, I'm not going to highlight that track. I'm just going to come up here and try to press Command V, and nothing is happening. It's putting automation on this track here where I already have, and it's messing everything up. Okay, so as you see, I'm going to go over here, highlight the track, press Command V, and it's placing the edit, which is a paste, right at the playhead, because my edit point, as you can see, is at the playhead. So now I could experiment and see which one I like. Do I like it if I drop all the drums for this section, or do I like it if I drop just everything and solo the kick? I don't even need to play it through. Go back to manual, and I'm going to go ahead and let this VCA do its thing and drop everything except for the kick, and that'll hold my tempo. Okay, you could see how I use the copy and paste features to just test my automations. And if I wanted, I could use this for the rhythm or whatever I want. Say, for instance, I wanted to just experiment and see what it's like to have all the drums drop after this section. Let me just drag that over a couple bars. And the reason why I was able to drag all of them is because they're all selected, as you can see. If there was only, let me undo that. If I only had these 2 selected, I would have just lengthened it. But what we want to do is go back to where we were. Okay, now that's just a nice way of demonstrating how I could move the automations and do things like that. But I'm not going to use none of that. I'm just going to go ahead and press delete, get rid of all those automations. I'm going to turn this track back to manual. I'm going to X out that fader lane for the VCA because I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to go with the kick solo on VCA 5. And if you want to see what that looks like, to see how the VCAs control the channels, we can go to the mixer, and you can see them here, kick, snares, and hats. And mind you, that automation was not done on the channels, it was not done on the buses, it was done on the VCAs. Now I'm using the group buses or utility buses, and I'm using the VCAs differently for different purposes. They're just slightly different variations with the VCAs, the utility buses, and then the actual channels. It opens up a bunch of doors, and it creates easy ways for me to make arrangements.